Okay, that's fine. Maybe 5:25. Yeah, I'll do it. I guess once they open, or this would be our time. Yeah, so probably after. Yeah, unless I mean, like I can quickly put some things now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan. Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe Radha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanto Swami Nityanamine Nama Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nivitita Sunnavadi Paschata Dasatarine Namaste Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Giridhari Radha, Giridhari Radhe. Jaya Radha, Giridhari Radha, Giridhari Radhe. Jai Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan. Jai Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan. Jai Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jai Giri Govardhan. Nitai Gaur Harival, 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 Nitai Gaur Harival. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Sallallahu Vishnu Vishnupat Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Srodha His Divine Grace ISKCON Founder-Acharya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Sallallahu Vishnu Vishnupat Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Srodha His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Anandagari Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद द्वैत गदाधर शिवासरि गौर भक्तवृंद की गौरनाथ श्यामकुंड राधा कुंड गिरिगोवर्धन की श्री वृंदावन मथुराधाम की मायापुर नवदी धाम की श्री क्षेत्रपुरी धाम की गंगा मैया की यमुना मैया की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी महारानी की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की श्री राधा गिरिधारी की गिरिराज गोवर्धन की किसी गौरनिताय की किसी जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा की कार्तिक व्रत की किसी यशोदा दामोदर की ISKCON गुरुविन्ना की द्वैत गौर भक्त वृंदा की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to Samudvaris, all glories to Samudvaris, all glories to Samudvaris, all glories to Gauranga, all glories to the Prabhupada. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada Lada Daine. Pralada Lada Daine. Hiranyakasi Purvaksahana. Hiranyakasi Purvaksahana. Tilatankana Kalaye. Tilatankana Kalaye. Iko Nrisimha, Bhagato Nrisimha. Iko Nrisimha, Bhagato Nrisimha. Yato yato yamitato Nrisimha. Yato yato yamitato Nrisimha. Maher Nrisimha, Hridaya Nrisimha. Maher Nrisimha, Hridaya Nrisimha. Narasimham Adin Saranam Prapade. Narasimham Adin Saranam Prapade. Kavagala Kamala Bare Natham Adhikasinha. Dhalita Hiranakasipu Tanavringa Dekavadisa Naradirupa Jagadisha Hare Jagadisha Hare Jagadisha Hare Renaka Sabadhita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Sabadhita Jaya Nrisimha Hare Nrisimha Hare Nrisimha Hare Jaya Nrisimha Hare Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj सर्वविघ्न विनाशकारी श्री कृष्णदेव भगवान की भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे Hare Krishna. So thank you all for coming tonight to Govardhan Puja festival. So now we will have Abhishek of Govardhan, and then for about 30 minutes. And for those of you who are sponsored, you can come on up, take a line and come up. And then after that, we'll have a class on the importance of Govardhan Hill, and then we'll circumambulate Govardhan Hill and pass out sweets. Thank you all for coming. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhara Srivasa Vito Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna. Please, the Abhishek is only for the people who donate, only the sponsor. If you just donate, it's fine. If you donate anything, please don't be in the line. The other way, we're going to be all night. We're going to say thank you to the Kandisha family, Sony family, Rupa Manohar and Shama Kumari, Mari McKay, Nadia Bihari and Kripamai, Prafula Soni, Sukhdev Tantod, Natwar Chauhan, Ashik Malik, Devi Gyon, Vinod Sasidaran, Devika Dilip, Prashamandala and Jugala Kishore, Judistin and Radhapriya, Manesh Shah, Jamuna and Jayasri, Ashaori, Raji Navamani, and Osa family. Please, if your name is here or you just donated, be in the line. The other way, we kindly request don't be in the line. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Please, if you are not a sponsor, don't be in the line, please. It's only for the sponsors that we check, please. We don't have enough time.
What was that? What did you say?
Please, only the sponsor in the line. You choose a sponsor, it's okay. If you are not a sponsor, please don't be in the line, but we are in tight schedule. We don't have so much time.
Confirmation?
Yeah.
Maybe we could swing the line over here and we could go starting on top.
Yeah, we can do that.
Finish up the line.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, they can start. They can.
Yeah,
We got it.
we're ready. Giri Govardhan ki jai! Giri Bol. Okay, so now we will have a talk on the importance of Govardhan Puja by Bajrang Swami. So if everybody could just please move towards that seat, we're going to start the talk. Hare Krishna.
Those of you behind the hill, you could move this way or that. Just center on the spot. Plenty of room.
Hare Krishna. I guess I'm in the process of losing my voice. Someone's prayers have been answered. So if you could, whoever's our mic man, who is our sound person? If you do, where's our sound person? They could turn it up just a touch. But who is that, you, Ram? Thank you very much. And two other quick housekeeping. If you have a young child, like every kid, no, it's all right. Every kid, like American baseball, thank you very much, gets 3 shots. And then for their happiness and the audience's ability to focus, they can play in the patio, they can do so many things. See what I mean? Right on time. But it makes a difference. I'm insignificant, but the subject matter actually matters. So out of respect for the subject matter, one other thing. If you have a cell phone, you'll be shocked to find there's an off button. And if you shut off the phone, you can turn it back on. Will only be a few minutes here. And the bad news will still be there. You won't miss a thing. So if you could do that, that would be very nice. Shut off the phones, relax, and just hear some Krishna Katha for a few minutes. Whatever's going on in the corner, just grab a seat. And Mataji's just Shanti Shanti. That'll be very nice. Okay. Before we begin, now where's a clock? Oh, there's a clock. Because I want to end on time. So hang with me for a moment. You'll notice in these 4 corners, do you guys need a chair? How are you going to... Where's one of our brahmacharis? Dvijamani, can you find if there's any more chairs? Yeah, just, we should put, because they're standing, and they've got a baby. They already got their hands full. Thanks. Let me just get set up here. But in these four corners, you'll notice this motif, bas relief of Krishna. Don't film the whole thing. It's too embarrassing. I don't want to. And it's distracting. Thanks. Does that count as one strike? We'll give you a freebie. We'll give you a freebie. Now we start counting. No, they're happier. They get a break. Otherwise, it's a. Om Gyanatamarandasya Gyanagana Salakaya Shakshushan Militan Gina Tasnari Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminita Namani. Thanks, Mataji. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharani Nirvasesha Sunyavari Paskacha Desatarani Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, just for fun, we'll try it again. If you look in these four corners, you'll see a bas relief or a statue, of Krishna, and he's lifting Govardhan Hill. Here's Govardhan Hill for you. We'll explain a little bit about the pastime. And our deities here, our Radha Krishna deities, are named Radha Giridhari. Girid means hill, Dari means one who lifts. So this is the pastime of Krishna lifting Govardhan Hill. We're going to assume some base knowledge here, so we can bring out some points. But I'll read something from one of our source books, the Srimad Bhagavatam. 2 verses. Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated. We'll be short, don't worry. We'll read something that gives the storyline, and then we'll talk about some of the points from that storyline. So this is from the 2nd canto, chapter 2, verse 31 of the Srimad Bhagavatam. When the cowherd men of Vrindavan, under the instruction of Krishna, stopped offering sacrifice to the heavenly king Indra, the whole tract of land known as Braja was threatened with being washed away by the constant rain for 7 days. Lord Krishna, out of his causeless mercy upon the inhabitants of Braj, held up the hill known as Govardhan with one hand only, although he was only 7 years old. And you'll note, not only one hand, but his left hand, which is generally speaking the weaker hand. And then, just as a transcendental show-off, with his little finger. So this is Krishna lifting Govardhan Hill. And on one hand, if you think about it, some of the base knowledge I'm assuming is that Krishna is actually the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna is the cause of all causes. Krishna is Ishvara Parama Krishna, the supreme controller. Just like the president has his cabinet, and under the cabinet there's so many sub-agents, and this way the world is being managed. The government is being managed. In the same way, there's many sub-gods, small g, that are controlled. There's Varuna, in charge of the ocean. There's Vayu in charge of the wind. Surya in charge of the sun. This is not just Greek mythology or anthropomorphication of forces of nature. It's common sense. Anything to be well organized needs personalities in charge of it. So Krishna, however, is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is Krishna, he is God, but he comes just like there's embassies. We're going to talk about Vrindavan in a minute. Vrindavan is where Krishna appeared in this world. I believe it's still international law. If you're born in the American embassy, on the property of the American embassy, you become an American citizen. You're under American U.S. law. So that embassy of whatever nation is considered to be a oasis or a portion of that country, whether it's in Egypt or China or wherever. So Krishna has holy tirthas, holy places, sanctified, sacred places where he appears. And his topmost embassy in this world is Vrindavan. So Krishna, the Supreme Lord, show me God. Well, here you go. This is Krishna showing his pastimes of the king. What do you do in the kingdom of God? I'm not wild about playing harp music all day. What do you do in the kingdom of God? Here, Krishna manifests the activities in the kingdom of God in this world. So this is one of the pastimes where Krishna confirms that he is the supreme. And what does that mean to us? So that's the ground we're going to cover. There's volumes of Vedic evidence and statements by great saints and realized souls. But we're not going to take the time to go through all of that. We're just going to assume some base knowledge. So thank you for that. Oh, I should finish this. So here's the second verse. This is from the third canto of the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Purana, chapter 2, text 33. So Krishna stops the worship of Lord Indra. In India, in so many places, they worship so many gods and sub-gods and this and that. You go to the traditional Hindu temple, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but like a good shopkeeper, he keeps a whole array of different items in the shop. You know, something to attract any customer. You know, you want to buy tires, you want to buy jewelry, you want to get a sandwich, whatever it may be, you advertise it in the window. So you'll see so many devas, so many demigods. Let's just make sure we don't leave anybody out. We got all of our bases covered. But there's actually a structure to the management of existence. There's a supreme, like I said, there's the president, there's a cabinet, there's governors, there's so many, there's a hierarchy. So there is, in fact, a supreme God, and that is Krishna. Okay. Let's see. I should read the second verse. Because when Krishna stopped this jaga, this ceremony, to Indra, who's in charge of the rain, well, what was Indra's reaction? And that's what we're going to focus on in a minute. So this is describing Lord Indra, the servant of Krishna, although he forgot it, was King Indra. King Indra, his honor having been insulted, poured water incessantly on Vrindavan. And thus the inhabitants of Braj, the land of cows, were greatly distressed. But the compassionate Lord Krishna saved them from danger with his pastime umbrella, the Govardhan hill. So that's the storyline. By the way, do we know who made this hill? Anybody know? Are they sitting in the room here? Where is Sangeeta? I don't want to embarrass you. But fantastic, yeah. I mean, the cloud alone with the lightning is worth it, you know. Special effects. We got to get some sound. Oh, we have sound? All right, we'll turn it on when we go around the hill, so you get something to look forward to. It's quite blissful. Yeah, so it was a team effort. Yeah, thank you very much. It's worth it. All right, so working with that baseline, let's see. And we got to cover a lot of ground, and we don't have much time. Why? Why did Krishna stop the worship of Lord Indra? What was his purpose? Oh, we have a volunteer. What was the reason? We say he was puffed up. Puffed up like if you ever cooked a chapati or a puri, you know, it's full of hot air, right? And it gets a little prick.
The powers?
All right, we got it. That's good. That's good. We don't want to give him too much information. Thank you very much. That's quite impressive. So, Indra was actually a devotee of Krishna. People are praying to God. God, give me this. God, give me that. Like the Supreme Lord is an ATM. You just put in your prayers and you get money back. Or like Amazon Prime. At better come Prime. You know, you got to answer those prayers quickly. God, give me this. God, give me that. I meet people all the time. And they say to me, well, I pray to God. Well, okay, you know, I'm not going to rock their boat. But is that sufficient? I pray to God. Well, suppose you have somebody who every time they call you or come to your house, they ask you for something. Can you loan me money? Can you help me move? Can you do this? Can you do that? How do you feel? Now you're all saintly and pious and charitable, I'm sure. But after every time you see this person, they ask you for something, how do you feel when you see them coming up to your walkway, to your house? Or you hear your kids or your wife says, hey, so-and-so's on the phone. Are you happy to receive that call? Anyway, you don't have to answer. I can ask you to raise your hand. But, you know, you get the idea. If we're always, every time we approach God, we're asking for something. And, well, one of the prayers in the Bible, and I'm going to pick on the Hindus in a minute, so we're not going to be, you know, picking one side over the other. But they say, God, give us this, what is it? I'm not going to say the whole Lord's Prayer, but give us this day our daily bread. My teacher used to say, well, that's not really love of God. It's nice, at least you're recognizing the ultimate source of things. But God, give us this day our daily bread. That's not really love of God. It's love of bread. And as soon as bread gets satisfied, you forget all about God. Now, in the Hindu tradition, they're singing Om Jaya Jagadish Hare. And their motive is, give me a new car and a house by the sea. So I'm sure I've offended enough people already. But the point is, people say, I pray to God. Okay, good. You're recognizing the source. But the real question is, what are we doing for God? What is our service to God? I mean, Jesus says, what is it? Love thy neighbor as thyself. Now that's service to God, if it's done properly. So my simple point is that, that's an interesting sound. My simple point is that why did Krishna chastise Lord Indra? God's business, Krishna's business, is not the manifestation of his real love for us is, this kid's dancing, is not just to satisfy our wishes like an ATM machine or Amazon, and it better come Prime. What is that sound? Do we know what that sound is? All right, we're not going to worry about it. It's not a fire alarm, is it? That'd clear the room. What is the real blessing of Krishna? The real blessing of Krishna is to purify our heart. Our real home, embassy, manifestation of a particular country in a different country or a different land. Embassy means there's the original, there's an embassy of the United States in Egypt or China or wherever, but there's actually the United States. There is a real place. There's a homeland. Similarly, there is a spiritual world. There is a kingdom of God. Everything in this world is ephemeral. I'm going to ignore it. Let me know if there's flames anywhere. If I have a shadow and I have my hand, shadow. The shadow has no lasting substance. It's ephemeral. But you can't have a shadow unless there's what? Help me out, folks. There's the original object. And the original object has substance, whereas the other thing is ephemeral, shifting. So this world, which we're all trying to figure out and find happiness in, is not our real home. There is a kingdom of God. That doesn't mean we shouldn't do our duties, we shouldn't help others, we shouldn't have hospitals. We're not saying any of that. Save me the emails. But what we're saying is, this is not our real home. And we should, in the back of our mind or the front of our mind, as part of our activities, how do I get to that eternal home? Where there's no birth, there's no death, there's no disease, there's no old age. Sign me up. What if there actually is such a place? What if we can experience such a place? What if we can know for a fact that there is such a place? Well, certainly worth the endeavor. The average American spends about 4 weeks in their life waiting for the light to turn red. In the aggregate total, suppose you live to 80 years. How much time do we spend, I don't know, just swiping through our phone or searching around the computer? We waste so much time. And if there actually is a valuable, eternal, ultimately valuable goal, we should at least check it out. So, the reason that Lord Indra was chastised by Krishna, it was not tit for tat. Indra, when his worship ceremony was stopped became enraged. That was his reaction. He became enraged. And it describes in the Garga Samhita that Krishna easily could have gone to the kingdom of Indra and smashed everything, conquered him. You know what they say, revenge is something best served cold. You know, revenge, what is... All right, we'll take it. But the point is that the natural reaction of someone who's not very advanced spiritually is to become angry and to seek revenge. And there's a, I think it's an Armenian curse, let me dance on your grave. So that's not a very happy state of consciousness. How did Krishna respond when he was offended, when his beloved devotees of Vrindavan were attacked mercilessly of Indra? He didn't go to Indra's capital and smash Indra. He thought, how can I purify this person's heart? He's responding by jealousy and anger, which bewilders the mind, according to Gita, bewilders the intelligence. Krishna, the compassionate Supreme Lord, who's dwelling in everyone's heart, he thought, let me purify his heart. Let me teach him a good lesson so he becomes a better person. So Krishna's business, I'm sorry to disappoint anybody out there, Krishna's business is not to fulfill all of our wave after wave of petty desire that will never satisfy us. Krishna describes in the Gita, if I throw, let me give an example. He says lust, Krishna says in the Gita, lust burns like fire and is never satisfied. Okay? Now here's a little thought exercise. If I have a fire and I throw more fuel on it, does it burp, say thank you very much, and go out? Help me out. What happens to a fire if you throw more fuel on it? It gets bigger. It may go out, I don't want to spend time on it, but it may go out for a moment. You know, you cut off the oxygen, but then boom, it comes back even further. So burning desire, I want this, bigger, bigger, better, better, more, more. You're never going to be happy. It doesn't work. It just increases the fire of desire. So, knowing all of this, Krishna wanted to save his devotee in this Indra by purifying this material desire that was causing him so much difficulty. He wanted to pull it out of his heart. If the heart's like a garden and it's full of weeds, you got to weed out the garden. And that's Krishna's kindness. His kindness is not satisfying all of our unlimited, never-ending desires. Somebody sent me a cartoon one time, and there's God sitting at his desk, and there's an inbox. It says prayers. There's an inbox, and there's an outbox. And all of a sudden he realizes there's a whole lot of incoming prayers he hasn't seen, unanswered prayers. So we're thinking, where is God? Why doesn't he answer prayers? But Krishna, in everyone's heart, the best friend of everyone, has a different purpose. And that purpose is to purify our heart. Blessed are the pure of heart, for they shall see God, Jesus says in the Bible. Let's graph that for a minute. What kind of equation is it? Anyway, you can help me out. Let's break it into two sides. If I'm blessed are the pure of heart, for they shall see God. Pure of heart equals see God. Now, I can't remember the name of it, luckily enough, but if you put the same factor on either side of an equation, the equation still balances. In this case, it's still true. Pure of heart equals see God. What if I put not pure of heart? What do I have to put on the other side of the equation, will see God, to make it still true or balanced? You got to put not. If you're not pure of heart, you won't see God. So that's one of the activities of Krishna. Why he's chastising Indra? To save his devotee Indra and purify his heart. And that's why we experience sometimes unanswered prayers. Let's see. Lifting Govardhan Hill, well, with his little hand. And how old was Krishna at the time? 7 years old. Do we have any 7-year-old kids, or did I kick them all out already? Sorry about that, parents. But do we have any 7-year-old kids? How old is this kid?
I am 9.
9. All right, I don't want to offend you here. Okay, so anyway, you got an idea of this. Is this kid 7? No. I thought she was volunteering. All right, so anyway, you got the idea, 7-year-old. Well, how is that possible? Well, my teacher used to say, the mystic power of God is all around us. We just have the eyes to see. We accept that planets are ultimately float. You can call it gravity. Good luck getting a solid definition of what gravity is. You'll go round and around with the best from MIT or Caltech, and they'll tell you ultimately it depends on gravitons, which are particles or waves surcharged with gravity. That doesn't sound like a substantial answer, but that's another question. Our phones, it's still lurking. Don't worry, message, right? So but we see that ultimately, by the mercy of God, planets are floating in the sky all around us, rotating around the sun or whatever they're doing. So if Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is floating planets, what's it to float a hill? It's not so. If you accept the original premise, my spiritual master was peeling a tangerine, a big tangerine one time. And he stopped and looked at it. And he said, how can they say there's no God? It comes so nicely packaged. I mean, the skin, we get something, but we'll be dead and buried by plastic. But a tangerine comes nicely packaged. The skin, you can even make it into a jam. You know, you can grate it up, put it in nice halva. You can do so many things with it. You can throw it in the ground, a little compost. We make plastic. Krishna makes a tangerine skin. Huh? Who's the better at the game? They're individual sections. You know, you can put some in the fridge or save it for later. It comes pre-packaged nicely, individual servings. And here's a real mind blower. In every tangerine, there's seeds that you can put in the ground that will grow a tangerine tree with hundreds of tangerines for generations. Try that, Mr. Biologist, in your laboratory. Make me a tangerine, you know. Anyway, so where was I going with that one? So that Krishna lifting Govardhan Hill, if we actually step back, here's another one. It rained in San Diego the other day, and it was not even a 16th of an inch. I think it was 1/32 of an inch. And it covered all of Southern California. Hey, let's be conservative. Forget San Bernardino, LA, Orange County, Imperial County. Let's just take San Diego County. I have a friend who has a PhD in statistics. This is what he does with it. He figured out, okay, what is the circumference of San Diego County? And he figured, okay, to cover that circumference of San Diego County, surface area of San Diego County, with 1/32 of an inch, to do that, how much water would it take? How many gallons? And there's a fixed rate for a gallon of water. So you can figure out how much that water that covered San Diego County, a 1/16 of an inch, you can figure out how much that weighs. And lo and behold, it weighs billions, with a B, billions of tons of water. Now, if I were, by practice of yoga and having some mystic cities, if I could float this glass of water, Om Shanti Shanti, and it up it went, and it floated over to my mouth and poured in. I mean, I think many of you would be impressed. Oh, some people would say, oh, he must be Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. Hey, you can float a glass of water, fine, it could come in handy. It's a house trick that would come in handy now and again. But what about the Supreme Lord that is floating billions, with a B, billions of tons of water in the sky? That's mystic power. I could go on and on with the examples, but we need to get close to an end here. But my point is that if we have the eyes to see, the mystic power of Krishna, of God, is all around us. We just have to have the eyes to see. So lifting Govardhan Hill, that's a piece of cake. Little finger, left hand. Okay, we'll do one more, and then we'll be well, let's take one example. I wanted to go through a few more, but we started late. What are some lessons we can learn from Indra? What is the result of envy and pride and jealousy? How does that all turn out? Well, first off, what do we have to be so proud about? What is the saying? The graveyard is full of indispensable people. How will the world go on without me? Well, frankly, pretty well. And that's a shock to us. We can't even make a tangerine. One man was saying, we've created life. My spiritual master said, okay, take a dead man, bring him back to life. Well, we can't do that yet. He said, okay, take an egg. You can fabricate an egg, put the chemicals in there. And then, just to give a little humor, Prabhupada said, and you sit on it. And see if you can make a chicken. Well, we can't do that yet. He finally got down to the point, can you make me a blade of grass? Well, we can't do that yet. Can you make me one drop of milk? Well, not yet, Swami. One man kept saying, he was a biologist, we're not anti-biology. As long as they stay in their lane, great. We're all for education and advancement of humankind's knowledge. We're not, I got a pacemaker and 2 stents in my heart. I'm pretty grateful for medical research. So that's not what we're saying. But when you go out of your lane, well, there's no God. Anything God can do, we can do better. We've created life. No, you haven't. That's a whole other topic. But my point being, we are completely dependent on the mercy of Krishna, the mercy of God. What do we have to be so proud of? I'll give you a simple example. You can all practice it right now. Something we completely take for granted most of the time. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. How's it going with that? How long can you do it? I don't know. Somebody can Google it. The free diving, those pearl divers, used to be in Qatar, or free diving, how long can they hold their breath? Anybody know?
The world record is 11 minutes.
Thank you. Hey, nice to see you. 11 minutes. Okay, that's pretty impressive. But he's saying 11 minutes. Oh, somebody got 11 minutes? They Googled it? Hey, way to go. So that great oracle of truth. So the point is, big deal. In the grand scheme of our total life, 11 minutes? Ultimately, if you've ever been, anyway, trapped underwater and you finally break the surface, oh my gosh. So we're completely dependent on food, on water, on air. Prabhupada, my spiritual master, said, I am speaking to you by the mercy of God, and you are hearing me by the mercy of God. So if we understand that, what have we got to be so arrogant and proud and jealous about? We come in empty-handed, we leave empty-handed. Everything we've got, we borrowed from. So anyway, I wanted to finish. We could spend more time, but we're up against a very nice feast. So let's say this. Oh, let's say one more thing because it's sweet. The opposite, the way this pastime or Leela ends is that Lord Indra realizes that his arrogance, his pride, his challenging the ways of Krishna. We're almost, no, it's all right, we're almost done. You can go or stay as you like. I think she wants out. Tell her I'll be done in a second, I promise. So the value of forgiveness and admitting it when we're wrong. I mean, it's tough. People, I mean, I can speak for myself. You think I'm arrogant now, you should see me in my natural state. So, sometimes it's hard to say we're wrong. But the benefits of admitting it when we make a mistake, it is such a burden off our back. So Indra realizes his mistake and he comes to apologize to Krishna. He asks Lord Brahma, those who know the Vedic cosmology, Brahma's above Indra. He's the top, he's the father of the grandfather of all creation, as a servant of Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Brahma says himself. So Indra goes to Brahma. I've made this big offense. What do I do? And Brahma advises him, well, you probably upset Krishna because you've attacked his devotees. You tried to kill them. So you better take someone along with you. So Lord Indra takes Sarabi, the cow from the heaven planets. So Sarabi goes, and Lord Indra hides behind her. So Sarabi goes first. Krishna becomes a little... Of course, we know Krishna's real purpose was to teach Indra a lesson. But the point is, the Garga Samhita says this, and Prabhupada references it, that if we offend Krishna, we get Krishna's mercy via his devotees. We should serve his devotees, go via his devotees. If you want to become dear to a big person, you become a friend of that big person, someone who's dear to them. You offend, I don't know who's big these days? I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody that doesn't offend somebody else. Anyway, let's pick someone who's long gone. Suppose you offend Rockefeller. Millions of dollars, billions of dollars on today's scale. How can you approach him? Who are we? You know? He's in his gated community with it. But if you become a friend of Rockefeller's son or daughter, oh, they'll bring you to the house, they'll introduce you to him. You're nice to his son or daughter, he'll be nice to you. The whole dynamic changes. So if we serve Krishna's devotees, it's one of the best ways to get Krishna's mercy. So we're going to end there. Now, what we're going to do, correct me if I'm wrong, Balaram, but we're going to circumambulate the hill now? Yes? No?
Yeah, Dainiri is going to bring out Govardhan, and then he's going to do an arti, and then we're going to circumambulate.
All right. So I wanted to mention that going around this representation of Govardhan Hill, Govardhan Hill actually has, in Vrindavan, the original Govardhan Hill, has the Chatur Dhams, Badrinath, what is it? We've got Dwarka. No, not the 4 mountains. It's also got all the important mountains in the Himalayas. But the Chatur Dhams, north, Dwarka in the west, Jagannath Puri in the east, Badrinath in the Himalayas, and Rameshwaram at the tip. So when you guys go around this hill, hey, you made it just in time for the hill. Very nice. Thank you. Going around Govardhan Hill is the same. When you hear in this room, go around Govardhan Hill, you actually get the same benefit of going all around the 4 Chatur Dhams of holy tirthas, holy places in India. Also, all the holy mountains, Badrinath, Kedarnath, the Kailash, there's so many, that are in the Himalayas, which great sages and rishis take shelter of, those hills are also on Govardhan Hill. So when you go around this hill, you're getting the benefit of visiting all the holy mountains, all the 4 main holy tirthas, so many things. So please, don't miss going around the hill. Well, there's so many issues. I don't know about that one, but you go around the hill and you get the benefit. Let's leave it at that. All right, thank you for sitting so patiently. Hare Krishna. The kids can come back in and let it rip. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Okay, now what's going to happen? We're going to bring first Govardhan, the Govardhan Shila. We're going to put it in the hill, and we're going to do the Arctic to Govardhan. And after that, they're going to start to fly the sweets. And we're going to close the altar. Everybody can eat. Nobody can eat in front when the altar is open. And we're going to say thank you first to the Kandeshi family and Osa family. They sponsor all the new dresses for the deities. Thank you so much, Kandeshi family and Osa family. And the Sony family, Narendra Sony and family, they sponsor the whole feast. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hey, Paula, we don't have a rope around this, which means it's going to be stable. I don't do anything about it now. But
Namo Vishnu Padaya Vishnu Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Vichitramine Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Vichitramine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavai Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaur Bhakta-vrinda Gauranga Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Everybody chant, chant, chant Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hari Bol.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Giridhari, Radha Giridhari, Hare. Jaya Radha Giridhari, Radha Giridhari, Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. ISKCON Bhagavati Banguracharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnu Bhav Paramahamsa Pradikacharya Ashtottara Sri Mastabayan Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Jai. Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Jai. Thank you, Holy Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shyama Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Navadvip Maya Dham ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki Jai. Jagannath Swami ki Jai. Gauranga Mahi ki Jai. Yamuna Mahi ki Jai. Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Bhakti Devi ki Jai. Sri Harinam Sankirtanam ki Jai. Transcendental Distribution ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Sri Govardhan Puja ki Jai. Samaveda Vrinda. All glory to the Son of God. All glory to the Son of God. All glory to the Son of God. All glory to Sri Guru and Gauranga.
Hare Krishna. So now we're serving out prasadam dinner outside, and you can get a plate and then come sit in here, or you can sit outside if you can find a place. But you can sit in the Krishna lounge, you can sit on the patio, you can sit in here. So just get a plate and find a place. Hare Krishna.